Shalom. I'm going to try this again, man. I just made my whole damn video and found out in the end it wasn't recording again. So, one of these days I'm going to find out how to do this right. And maybe then I won't sound like I'm pissed off every time I do a fucking video, man. It's always because I just go on for 20 minutes and realize that it wasn't even taping, man. So anyway, okay, so this is where it started for me, Kleintown, right? I was studying. Um, I feel it's so annoying to say this shit all over again that I just said, right? The movement of peoples, okay? So, they got a story called the slave trade, right? To explain, again, explaining, they always got to explain why this people is there, why these are there, the African story, all this stuff, they got a lot of stories, right? So, I started, I was led here looking at and studying on the English poor laws. That'll be coming up soon. I've been doing a lot of research on that, and it's very, very interesting. It seems to just be a furtheration on the laws started by Justinian and that, but still, it's just another step forward for them in the total control and the crushing of the melanated people, basically. Um, what happened in Italy was what happened in Italy, but the melanated people that made it up to Britain, they had to have a way to get them out of there too. So they did have a way, and it was called the poor laws, and we're going to look into that real soon. Um, you see here that Kleintown is an area in Freetown, Sierra Leone. So Sierra Leone was the colony that they started down in Africa to move the Black British out of there. Basically, the moving of the melanated people out of Britain and Ireland is very, very interesting. They moved them all over the world. And we're going to look into this and see this too. But anyhow, Sierra Leone is one of the places where they moved some of them. And it just so happens that this area is named for Emmanuel Klein, a Hausa liberated former slave African who bought substantial property in the area. Okay. The neighborhood is in the vicinity of Granville Town. Okay. Just very interesting that a former slave, okay, a Hausa. We know that these are the people that are a lighter complexion, a paler complexion, white people most likely, or Arabs. They have Arab lineage, a lot of Arab lineage. So anyway, the Freetown, South Sierra Leone being connected to the Hausa people, that seems kind of strange, okay? And Emmanuel Klein, right? Let's look up. It's going to be worth to see where his name comes from. I'm going to look and make sure I'm still taping. Okay, still taping. That's great. The name Klein comes from the German province known as the Rhineland. Klein is a name for a small or short person, deriving its origin from the German word klein, which means small. Okay, so his name is a German name. Okay. I mean, that doesn't help in the scheme of things, because when you're trying to put this all together in your brain, a German name now, their story is white, right? But it doesn't match up in some respect, because we're learning that German people were black or melanated. So this man being a freed slave in a Hausa from the Chad, Nigeria area, Northern Africa somewhere. What we learned in the last one, right? It was all called Mauritania, right? So anyway, this man shows up in Liberia and buys property and supposedly gives it to be a settlement area for melanated people. So Hausa people, right? The Hausa people are the largest native African ethnic group. The Hausa are a diverse. It's not going to give away much more in this article, so I'm not even going to go into it. But right there, they're meaning that they're racially diverse. Okay, but culturally homogeneous. So even it doesn't say racially, so here it's cultural. So that lends credence to the fact this is speaking on their racial identity. Okay. Southern Niger, Northern Nigeria, numbering over 80 million people, with significant indigenized populations in Benin, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Chad, Sudan, Central African Republic, Republic of the Congo. I mean, they're just all over. They're all over. And they had some kingdoms. I mean, there's really not anything in here. Okay. Just saying where they lived. Um, Let's look at, I've seen this done. I think I've seen, if I remember right, Lex Will doing this. And, I've seen a lot of different people comment on this. Anyway, just going to show really quick that, oh, what in the hell is this? I lost where I was. Okay, this is it. Okay. We see the different peoples. These are the tribes. These are the states that they're from, right? Um, and these are the different haplogroups. And just going to go real quick into this Kanembu from Chad. 50%, what? 50% and 50%, what? B and R1B, okay? R1B, Western Asia, Central Asia, lineage in Western Europe, okay? And what they say, B, haplogroup B? Okay, there it is, Southeastern Asia. Okay. So, just a quick video with that, man. I wanted to separate it off of this other video I'm going to get into here in a minute. But just a quick tie-in, right, with these House of people and their connection to the formation of colonies, right, by the British, or the people, most likely the people taking over the British and replacing the British identity. I don't want to throw any shade on the British. I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to say that they were responsible. I think that in this process, they were actually being dethroned, and that this is just how they were replaced. So it's interesting to see that a non-melanated person would be a connected to one of the colonies that they formed, and we're going to get into this real soon. Okay. I think I'm just going to end it there and just say shalom and just huge blessings to everybody and much love, man. And I hope everyone's doing really, really, really well. Shalom.